Hey, Joey, what's the latest on trade talks? Hey, Joey, latest on trade talks? Hey, Joey.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. Your team's in the crapper, and so was I, all right? What, I offend you? Nah, don't put me in the pocket. Come on. My voice will not be silenced.
SNY, complete coverage of every New York team, anytime, from any device.
Get your New York sports here.
Welcome to The Thread, presented by Citi.
Hey everyone, welcome on in. I'm Justine Ward. Will Saquon Barkley officially be back on Sunday for the Giants? Plus another name in the mix for the managerial opening in Queens. This as we assess whether the Mets need to make a blockbuster trade this offseason. But we start with a pivotal game for the Yankees, who have a big opportunity to get tied up with the Astros in the ALCS. And the postponement allowed the Yankees to send Masahiro Tanaka to the mound tonight on regular rest. The ace threw 6 scoreless in the Yankees' Game 1 win. The opposing pitcher is Zach Greinke, who gave up 3 earned runs as the Yankees offense put up 7 runs total in Game 1 and have only put up 3 in 2 games since. So let's take a look at the Yankees lineup. Still no Giancarlo Stanton in the lineup there. Also notable that Aaron Hicks moves up from the 9 hole to the 3 spot between Aaron Judge and Gleyber Torres. And it's time for the direct message as we welcome in our MLB insider Andy Martino from Yankee Stadium. And Andy, Masahiro Tanaka has been the Yankees' best pitcher this postseason. How much length do the Yankees need from him tonight?
They would, of course, appreciate all they can get, but the way they're going to treat Tanaka, I would think, because it's been consistent with what they've been doing all postseason, is to have him in that game until you find a matchup, say when Tanaka's about to get the 3rd time through the order, and then take him out and put in a reliever. Yes, they have 4 games in a row. It makes it harder to rest relievers, but they have to execute the game plan that got them here, and that's what it is. And the reason that Tanaka doesn't generally pitch deep into games is because once he hits that 3rd time through the lineup, he's gassed. He's not as good. He told the Yankees he was gassed after 68 pitches in Game 1. So really, length would be nice, but it's nothing I would expect.
All right, well, somebody who has been struggling in the postseason is Adam Ottavino. Definitely not the same story as Masahiro Tanaka, but Boone said they will continue to use him. So how does Boone manage around his struggles?
Well, this is where we're going to see Aaron Boone's gut and where he is with Ottavino. When you come into a situation in the game where they would typically use Ottavino, and it's pretty obvious, it's been George Springer. That's the matchup they've liked for him so far in this series. So if you have a high leverage spot with Springer coming up, if we see a Tommy Kahnle or a Chad Green and not Ottavino, then you know that Boone just can't do it, can't pull the trigger. This time of year, you have to go with what you think is going to win you the game. Aaron Boone, I've noticed over the past 2 years, and I'm sure everyone who's listened to his press conferences has noticed this too, not a guy that's ever going to criticize a player at that podium in public. But when it comes to actually making a change, that Springer spot comes up in the 5th or 6th or 7th inning, that's when we're going to know how he really feels.
All right, Andy, thanks for giving us something to watch for tonight when it comes to the Yankees bullpen. Best of luck covering the game. We'll see you soon here on The Thread. So let's welcome in Chris Williamson and our panel today. And Chris, I'd really like to see this Yankees offense get going tonight. We know Giancarlo Stanton not in the lineup, was testing a few things on the field today, so we'll have to see if he's available to pinch hit.
Yeah, but this is the time that they could get it done, as I'm joined by Kaz Famuyiwa and Pete McCarthy, because they're going up against Greinke. Now, when you look, Pete, at the way this Yankees pitching staff has performed, the starters particularly, how much more lenient do you think Aaron Boone has to be when it comes to the starters?
Well, the key right now is the fact that the Yankees are going to win this series. It's probably going to be over the course of 4 games in 4 days. So if you're wearing out your bullpen in Game 4 because you're going to take out Masahiro Tanaka after 4 innings and something that the Yankees have had the luxury of doing previously in the postseason, it's going to wear you down as you start to look ahead here. So, I don't think the Yankees need to, get Tanaka through 7, 8 innings and go back to necessarily the way that way things were in baseball. They got to get 6 innings tonight at Masahiro Tanaka, make sure they don't burn out this pen going forward. That rain out, I think it hurts the Yankees in this series.
Yeah, I mean, you said you don't want Tanaka to go through 7 or 8 innings, but it would really help right now. It's kind of like, that's really their only choice right now. They were running through relievers in the game 3, and right now, if you look at that team and the rain delay, yeah, it helps tonight. So pretty much you're putting all your eggs into Tanaka, and hopefully that he has one of those great postseason showings that he's shown that he can do in the past. So right now, I mean, I don't know if the delay is going to really help them, especially got 4 games in 4 days. I'm really concerned if I'm a Yankee fan right now because I don't really know if that relief could really help out for the rest of the games because the offense hasn't really woken up and the pitching has done all it can do with that elite Houston lineup. So the game's all in Tanaka's hands right now.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about Paxton than Tanaka. I think Tanaka's going to get the job done, but Paxton going forward, I don't have as much confidence in him. Now, you spoke about the offense not being able to produce. What's the most concerning part? Because this is a slugging team usually.
Yeah, well, the most concerning part is that they're leaving people on base. I mean, like, they're getting hits. Like, they're getting hits off these elite pitchers, but you got to at least convert. And you look at guys like Edwin Encarnacion, who's, there's a lot of times where you're leaving people on base, and these are times where you could cut into the lead or take the lead. And, Didi Gregorius, poor guy with the unjuiced balls this week, it could have been a very different series if we're using, March and April balls instead of September, October balls. But who knows right now? I'm not totally concerned. I think the Yankees bats will eventually wake up. It's the pitching that really concerns me mostly. I mean, you got guys like Judge and Gregorius and Gleyber and DJ. Like, I think eventually you're going to get some hits. You're going to get some home runs. You're going to get some people on base. They just got to convert. They got to convert.
It should be a matter of time for this Yankees offense, but they do have a couple of things working against them. One being, listen, this isn't the Twins pitching staff you're dealing with here. The Astros, these guys are nasty. What Garrett Cole was thrown in Game 3 is unfair, and to have him looming in Game 7 is such a big thing in this series as we move forward. The second thing is, as you mentioned with the baseballs, they're stuffed with cotton now or something.
I know, it's crazy. The postseason, everything's different.
It's a totally different ballgame. Look at the National League. Look at how bad the Cardinals' offense was. It wasn't just the Nationals pitching. We are seeing this all throughout. There are brownouts and blackouts for offenses in this postseason because it's a different game. So you have to be able to strategize a little differently. You're not just going to wait for that 3-run homer. It's going to die at the warning track like it did on Didi. And you need to get Gary Sanchez going. That is such a big key. I know the Yankees aren't desperate for anybody, any one player to be great, but you need something out of Gary Sanchez down there in the lineup.
You got to get something.
He's been awful.
Yeah, now Giancarlo Stanton, we just got word that he's feeling better, so he might DH tomorrow, Justine. So
Okay, that's definitely good
like
news.
to hear that.
Right now, only LeMahieu, Torres, and Judge are really the only guys hitting. Got to have some more contributions there. All right, and a reminder to flip over to SNY for Geico Sports Night Yankees post-game edition immediately when the game goes final tonight. But ahead for us here on The Thread, another day, another full practice for Saquon Barkley. Are he and the Giants ready to commit to a return on Sunday? Plus, while the Knicks are lacking a true point guard, the answer might be staring them right in the face. We're back after this.
The Thread is brought to you by Citi. Know what else is amazing? Sending money to friends and family with Zelle on the Citi mobile app, designed for you to spend less time on it.
Hey, let's make this interesting. Throw down some money right now, and you could earn up to $500 in bonus cash.
I'm gonna get extra greenbacks, just like that.
Abraham, you know I always keep it 100.
You'd do that for me?
No, but DraftKings would.
DraftKings, the U.S. sportsbook for the U.S. sports fan. Everyone gets a deposit bonus up to $500. Plus, we'll match your first bet up to $200. So download the top-rated sportsbook app and make it rain.
You can't put wings on a car. You can't see an accident coming. Or walk away from one like this. You can't make a car talk.
How can I help you?
You can't fight gravity. And you can't make one of the world's best SUVs even better. Go on, tell us what else we can't do. The all-new GLS.
Are we ready to go?
Possibly the safest, most spacious, most Mercedes SUV ever made. Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing.
SNY Play Ball, presented by Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, is back, teaming up with the Harlem Globetrotters, looking to help local youth basketball leagues with grants.
A lot of the students are going to be excited when they see the uniform that we could purchase with our money.
Equipment donations, clinics,
Kids were chomping at the bit to get into this particular event.
and special Harlem Globetrotter experiences.
I'm able to be out and showing everyone that I can do stuff.
Does your league need assistance? Apply today at sny.tv/playball.
Let's start with the news. A new name has emerged in the Mets manager search, according to John Heyman. Washington first base coach Tim Bogar is being considered. The former Met spent 4 years in Queens as a player and has worked in a coaching capacity for a few different MLB teams. To some good news for the Jets, as C.J. Mosley declared today he is playing Monday night versus the Patriots. He's been out since leaving the season opener with a groin injury. Prior to exiting, he had 4 tackles and a pick 6. Adam Gase said getting Mosley back is as impactful as getting their starting quarterback back. All right, meanwhile, Saquon Barkley's status for Week 7 is a little less definitive. Barkley has been a full participant at Giants practice, but we'll let him tell you where he's at as far as if he'll play on Sunday.
Feel pretty good. Taking day by day, No, I'm just going to continue to take it day by day. Like I said, continue to take it day by day. Day by day, taking it day by day. No, I'm just taking it day by day. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll just take it day by day, guys.
Yeah, take it day by day. Take it day by day.
All right, he can say that all he wants, but we pretty much know he's going to play. How much of an impact will he make with his presence back in the lineup?
I think he makes a huge impact. This is the first significant injury in Saquon Barkley's career. And he doesn't really strike me as a guy who's going to come in not feeling 100%, man. You saw him a few weeks ago hopping on that high ankle sprain, and which usually keeps people out to, 6 to 8 weeks? You look at a guy like Daniel Jones and the way that he's been balling out, he's probably gotten locked in and gotten ready to play a little harder. I think he's going to go in. I think he's going to shoulder the load. I think he's going to be the same old Saquon. I think he's ready to make that push in the NFC East that's all of a sudden completely wide open right now. Anybody could take it. So I think he's going to shoulder the load and be ready to go.
Yeah, how much do you think it'll impact Daniel Jones?
Yeah, I think it'll be huge for Daniel Jones because, look, Daniel Jones' best game was against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Saquon Barkley was a part of that. You might say, well, in the second half, Barkley was hurt, and that's where Daniel Jones did his best. But just the fact that Tampa Bay had to game plan for Saquon Barkley makes all the difference. And when Daniel Jones now has Barkley back, and he's seeing 8-man fronts and can start to really utilize the play action and go downfield a little bit and have matchups, it's going to be a completely different field that Daniel Jones is looking at in front of him. So Barkley will be Daniel Jones' best friend for many years to come.
On top of that, we've kind of seen what it's looked like with Daniel Jones having to been the only guy on the field, with no real offensive weapons. And now I don't know if that's really the place that we want a rookie quarterback to kind of get his mojo back right now. So Saquon coming back right now, probably the best time for him to do it.
Just put Daniel Jones at so much more of an ease, just comfortability level, I think. Now, Daniel Jones will be going up against Kyler Murray, another first-round draft pick in this year's draft. Who do you see, Pete, coming out on top in that matchup?
In terms of just this week on Sunday?
Right, in terms of Murray and Jones.
I like the Giants in this game. I do. I think Daniel Jones has the ability to do some damage against this Arizona defense, which hasn't been anything special. We know you're going to have a lot of opportunities because Arizona, they're fast. So there's going to be a lot of plays. The over-under for this game is the second highest. They're not necessarily dynamic offenses here, but because of the way Arizona plays, it gets you a lot of opportunities. So, listen, Daniel Jones and that Giants offense are probably going to have to put up 28 to 30 points at least in order to win this game.
Yeah, but quiet as kept. Kyler Murray, reigning offensive player of the week this week, man. He balled out last week. He's looking good. And if there's anything you know about the Giants, you're going to score on them. You can get the ball up on them. And they're an air raid offense. Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury, they're starting to kind of figure it out. I still think the Giants take this win, but it's going to be a lot closer than people realize, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun indeed. Justine, going to be a lot of eyes on Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley.
Who would have given him props come draft day in comparison to Kyler Murray? It's crazy if you think about it. All right, Chris. Today, SNY was proud to take part in Spirit Day by going purple. Spirit Day is a means of speaking out against LGBTQ bullying and standing with LGBTQ youth. And as you can see, SNY employees showing off their purple earlier today in this very studio. Looking good, guys. Ahead here on the thread, could Joe Girardi be gobbled up before the Mets get a chance to hire him for their open managerial spot? We're talking Mets and their offseason plans coming up next. Still more to do.
The door is wide open for your future career in the auto and diesel transportation industry. At Universal Technical Institute, we can help you get there with hands-on training where you'll use the latest technology for repair, maintenance, and high-performance tuning. Faster, where you can be graduate ready in just about a year. And smarter, with over $15 million in scholarships and career fairs nationwide, UTI is ready to help you open doors. Get there faster, smarter.
Visit uti.edu/nj and check out our New Jersey campus in Bloomfield.
Have you taken a body blow at work? If so, it's good to know that the lawyers at Pasternak Tilker are in your corner, ready to get you back in the ring. Whether you have a workers' compensation claim, personal injury case, or a Social Security disability claim, Pasternak Tilker, Ziegler, Walsh, Stanton, and Romano will fight for you tooth and nail. Call them today at 1-800-222-WISH. That's 1-800-222-WISH.
Mom, we're so glad you're feeling better. You gave us such a scare.
I know, honey. Me too. But I want you to know I'm at peace with my homegoing when my time is up. And did I also tell you that I got coverage for my funeral so you and your brother would not have to worry about expenses?
I didn't know you were saving money for your final expenses.
I haven't. I called the Open Care Senior Plan, and with one phone call, I was eligible for $30,000 for my funeral and final expenses.
The Open Care Senior Plan will pay up to $30,000 for funeral and other final expenses. There's no medical exam, and you can be approved with just one phone call. Your rates can never be increased, your benefits can never be decreased, and your coverage can never be canceled. Call the number on your screen now and see how final expense coverage can help you. There's no obligation. Call 800-403-7817. That's 800-403-7817.
Welcome back. Last night, Cavs tweeted about the Knicks' first preseason game on national TV, asking them to give him, quote, irrational confidence going into the season opener. So, Cavs, I ask you flat out, did they?
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, one thing that's that's the best thing about the Knicks is every year it's the preseason, everybody gets a fresh coat of paint, and obviously you get some nice irrational confidence. But the person I've been impressed with the most is the rookie, RJ Barrett, man. Like, it's easy to look at the points and the rebounds and assists and the steals. He went 4 for 14 from the field, and people are going to look at that and think that's a bad thing. But if you're watching the game, he doesn't take bad shots. Like, if he's not getting to the rim, he's getting wide open threes. He's getting shots that he's supposed to take to make the defense respect him. And if you look at him, if you look the way he's built and the way he works out, you feel like eventually those are going to be shots that he knocks down. So if he takes that 4 for 14 and makes it, 8 for 14, 9 for 14? That's an easy 20-point-per-game scorer right there. And you add that with the fact that we don't really have a point guard right now, and he was the best playmaker on the field, on the court. He's looked real good to me.
Right, he looks like he could be the actual point guard, or Julius Randle for that matter. He's been showing off the passing skills. Why hasn't Dennis Smith Jr., Frank Ntilikina, Elfrid Payton been able to step up and solidify themselves as the #1 point guard for this Knicks team?
Well, when it comes to Elfrid Payton and Frank Ntilikina, a lot of those guys are almost birds of the same feather. They kind of play similar games. Frankie's a little lankier, but they're both very hard-nosed, defensive-minded guys. You look at Dennis Smith last night, and he obviously looks like he doesn't have his rhythm back yet. He's a guy who plays extremely off of rhythm. He plays with a bounce in his step, and that bounce wasn't there yesterday. So when it comes to back injuries, especially lower back injuries, a lot of times those things take a little while to develop and get over. So hopefully, he's going to take some time, get better, because, as much as I love seeing RJ Barrett run the point, if he's a starting point guard next week when the games tip off, we're already in trouble, but we're going to be in deeper trouble for the rest of the season.
All right, now, Vince Carter. This dude is 60 years old. He's not really 60, he's 42. But he scored 17 points last night. How much more can you say about this guy's longevity and his ability to produce?
You know, I always tweet about being washed up and being able to sit on the beach or sit on home and just eat chips and watch games all day. And Vince Carter at 42 years old is making me look crazy right now because at times he was the best player on the court. 42 years old. A lot of those guys weren't even born when he was in North Carolina or when he was at the dunk contest throwing 360 windmills and all that type of stuff. All the props in the world to the legendary Vince Carter, man. Let's get him something. Get him the I don't know, the retirement tour that they do now.
The farewell tour.
The farewell, because I don't want to see him at 43 years old still bombing the Knicks in Madison Square Garden every week. So please, get this guy out of the league. Give him his retirement tour. Give him his flowers. And Vince, go home and be a family man like Street Fighter. Please. Please.
That's what everybody wants. That's what everybody wants.
Give the people what they want.
Exactly, Justine.
All right, thanks, guys. Switching back to baseball, as the Phillies are not playing around when it comes to their managerial search. According to Matt Breen of the Philadelphia Inquirer, the Phils have narrowed it down to 3 very experienced candidates: Dusty Baker, Joe Girardi, and Buck Showalter. Follow-up interviews are expected to happen this week, with the decision coming as soon as next week. So let's shift to the Mets and what this may mean, as they have a manager vacancy to fill as well. As Pete joins me here in Club Justine, and our Andy Martino reporting that the Mets have already interviewed Joe Girardi, but let's say the Phillies sweep in or another team comes in and gets Joe Girardi. Are you then concerned that the Mets should maybe interview someone else who has major league managing experience?
Yeah, I mean, look, if I were the Mets and I were looking for candidates, I'd be doing what the Phillies did here. I'd be looking at Girardi, at Buck Showalter, at Dusty Baker, at guys that have done it before, that have had some success. Girardi's the one who's won the World Championship, and that's why he would be at the top of my list. But I like the way the Phillies going about it. I think it'll be interesting what job maybe Girardi prefers if he has options here, because Girardi gushed about the Mets all season long whenever he was on those national broadcasts. And I got to think there's a comfort factor in being in New York again for him. So I think you hope here that he prefers the Mets and would rather this job if it is offered to him.
Last I heard, 3 interviews so far Girardi has had. Okay, sticking with the Mets here, several of the Mets are expected to get pretty significant arbitration raises this offseason. Will the Mets need to trade a piece of their core to improve this next season?
Yeah, this is the scariest thing for me going into this offseason for the Mets, because they're paying a lot of guys that have already been here more money, so the payroll is going up before they even do anything this offseason. And so, you know, trading Noah Syndergaard doesn't make you better next year. Trading Michael Conforto doesn't make you better next year. And moving money around is one thing, but they have to, I think, raise this payroll in order to be able to compete. You got to find a way to keep Zach Wheeler, to add to this bullpen. This isn't a team that's so deep that you could be trading away guys. And I know it's easy to say, well, I got confidence Dom Smith could come in and start. But listen, you like having a guy like that available off the bench. And as we see year after year, you need to have depth. You're going to have injuries. You're going to have issues throughout the year. You want to have those guys available to chip in when needed.
So you mentioned Zach Wheeler. He's likely not returning. Who do you think should round out this Mets rotation in 2020 then?
Well, what are you looking at if it's not going to be Zach Wheeler? Now you're downgrading the 5th spot in the rotation, and probably in a significant way. Unless they go out and sign Garrett Cole, and I'm not necessarily expecting that. So to me, go out, re-sign Zach Wheeler, and if it's not going to be, if it's not going to be Wheeler, who else on that list are they signing? He's the one that you have the familiarity with, that you can at least make the qualifying offer to, and then still keep him in your crosshairs here as a target. But otherwise, we're talking about signing Bartolo Colon 2.0, Jason Vargas 2.0, and you're rolling the dice. You can't take Seth Lugo out of the bullpen at this point and say that the pitching is going to be better. So to me, look, all these pitchers stayed healthy last year. They didn't have to go to depth, but the only answer is to bring back Zach Wheeler.
And you can, as you said, you can't just have an easy solution of bumping Lugo up to a starting role with how that bullpen.
No, and they don't have more arms in the minor leagues, at least not major league ready.
All right, still ahead for us here on The Thread. It's pick'em time. Do we believe that the Yankees will prevail in tonight's must-win Game 4? Survive at 5 picks coming at you, too.
The Thread is brought to you by the Citi Rewards Plus card. It rounds your points up to the nearest 10 on every purchase, so you can score big points even on the little things.
Change has many faces, names you'll never know. The bright-eyed, the brave, the visionaries. Where challenges exist, you'll find them. At Citi, we empower people who are out to change the world. Because tomorrow belongs to those who welcome it with open arms. Citi, welcome what's next.
Update your floors with Empire Today's $50 room sale. Buy one room, get floors for all other rooms for just $50 each. So when you buy one room, it's only $50 for laminate in the kitchen, $50 for carpet in the bedroom, and $50 for hardwood in the office. There's no limit. Buy one room and it's $50 for floors in each additional room. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
The 2019 Cadillacs are made to move and made to shine. Current eligible Audi, BMW, and Infiniti lessees get this super ultra low mileage lease on this 2019 Cadillac XT5 from around $309 per month.
Coming up on Loudmouths, an important Game 4 for the New York Yankees. We'll dissect it every which way.
Plus, Giants news, Jets news, football, baseball, all you can want on Loudmouths right after you finish up, Justine.
Don't you love this time of year? Thank you, guys. See you soon. Now, ahead of Thursday Night Football, here's where we are at this week for Survive at 5. And as has been the easiest route this season, just see who the Dolphins are playing. So most of us have the Bills, so if they lose, we're all going down together. That's except for Julie Stewart-Banks, who has the 49ers edging out the Redskins, picking against the Redskins. Of course, that's been the other cheat code this season, guys. But what about tonight for the Yankees?
Well, tonight, the Yankees, do-or-die situation in my mind.
Yeah.
Kaz, do you think the Yankees pull it out with Masahiro Tanaka on the mound?
I think Tanaka pulls another postseason gem out of his butt, and, we get a lot of good offense. It's windy out there, so those warning track shots might go over the fence. I think the Yankees take it tonight.
Yeah, I think Zach Greinke, we didn't see the best of him in Game 1. This is a guy who's still more than capable. I think the Astros have shown they're a better team overall than the New York Yankees in this series, so unfortunately, I'm going to go against the Yanks, and I think the Astros take that 3-1 series lead, and then, boy, you're really wishing against
it's over. It's pretty much over. So you really believe that the Astros will take this game? Because Greinke got beat up last time.
No, I
think the Yankees.
Look, Zach Greinke's a really good pitcher. Yes. You can't just look at the last couple of starts and say, well, Greinke can't get it done in the postseason. Yeah. He's done it. He has a track record. And Tanaka might pitch great, but if you're only getting 6 innings out of him and then you're trying to work it through the bullpen, look, I like the Astros in this game.
All right, well, I'm Team Yankees. We'll have to see what happens
Yankees
tonight.
all day.
Yes, let's go. We got this.
Have a good night, everybody.
We locking the gate, man. We gotta tap back in, bro.
It'll take physicality, aggressiveness, and relentless pursuit.
Every hit, every play, we gonna stop for 60 minutes. Please come on.
I mean, the effort from Le'Veon Bell is something.
Don't miss Jets versus Patriots on Monday Night Football. Get your tickets at nyjets.com/tickets.
These are the moments that bring us to our feet. The anticipation, the tradition, the foul ball, the 15 seconds of fame, the big catch, the game-winning home run. But the most important moment happens when we all stand together.
Join us as we stand up to show our support for loved ones affected by cancer.
Visit standuptocancer.org/MLB.
Stand up with us.
Stand up with us.
Stand up with us.
Stand up with us.